Go.
All right, so we are doing these classes, and he does some hands-on fire training, and then we also have lecture classes that we offer. And then the one that I'm doing is we talk about heart rate and how you go through a fight or flight mode under certain stressful conditions and stuff, whether he be on the fire ground or I'm at home dealing with kids, things breaking, he's not here, and then we come together and we're both stressed out. We're not focused on each other. We're more about thinking about ourselves and how each of us is not there for each other when we have to step back and really focus on each other's needs and just slow down and take control of the situations.
So what do you want from me?
Well, how do I get this read out?
Okay, so you said you had a class that was up and coming, or had you started this?
We were supposed to present it for the first time this spring.
You want the truth? It's never going to make money.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll tell you why. Because number one, by nature, firefighters don't make that much money. Okay. So that's the first thing. And, you know, they're out sacrificing and all that. And what people don't know, as you know, that you probably could tell us, is that most firefighters actually don't fight fires. They respond to accidents more or everything else. Very few fires since, you know, and so they're actually working kind of more now, responding to more calls than just waiting for fire. And people think that they only go out with the fire. They actually have a lot of skills. So it has good intentions. Like, for example, what were you going to charge?
It can vary depending on
No. What were you going to charge? Not what.
I think it was $300. It was $300 for the class.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. Okay. So what I get what you want to do. It's like I have a client that wants to help parents that are autistic. Okay. And very noble cause. But I don't think it's never going to make money because, first of all, number one, people will be like, okay, we're fellow brothers, right? And now you want to charge me to help me. Okay. So you're going to get that backlash as well. Okay. If I was you, okay, it's a very big problem, work-life balance, work-life success, handling it all, helping solve people's problems. And then what you ought to do is give it for free to your fellow firefighters, which ultimately that's build a brand so that everybody pays you. And then you, as part of your cause, let it know that you're giving it to all the firefighters because it is a problem with them as well. So now you look like a hero to your community, but you also can help other people as well. Okay? Interestingly enough, doctors don't like learning from other doctors. Firefighters don't like learning from other firefighters because everybody thinks they know it best. And because you guys are a tight-knit community, some people, and by the way, firefighters have giant egos, right? A lot of them, because, you know, it takes some kind of ego, and I save lives, I go into burning buildings, I do this, I do that. So, like, it takes an ego to get there, right? And you have to be, in the firehouse, you have to be macho, right? You have to be the man. You have to be the strongest person. You carry people. Everyone, I mean, I respect firefighters and paramedics and police officers, but everyone knows that the firefighters are the ones who save people, right? They have the cool job as well. So now you want them to admit to you that they have a problem. Okay. Right? You see the ego thing? Mm-hmm. Right? So it's like one of those things that it sounds good and it can be needed, but can we sell it? Right? Now, I want you, just pretend I'm a firefighter, okay? And you pitch me, and I'll pitch your product that I know nothing about 1,000 times better than you, and you're the firefighter, okay? So go ahead, pitch me, I'm a firefighter, why I should sign up for this class. Now, interestingly enough, then I'll gauge where you're at, whether or not we can repivot that to something else, okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, to save your marriage.
I mean, do the pitch, the whole pitch.
I don't really have a pitch yet.
Well, but okay, so hold on. This is your business. You're about to present it, and you have no pitch. And by the way, this is what you know.
Okay.
Right? And here's the thing. So we want to talk about things. Firefighters, aren't they like 24-hour on, 48 off? Mm-hmm. So it's hard to get sympathy when technically they're gone 24 hours and then they're home for 2 days.
Yeah.
right? I mean, if we're going to go with that argument to the rest of the world, right? They do have the idea. In theory, they would spend more time at home than they would, than somebody else. So here's the thing. It sounds like you have an idea, but you didn't turn it into a business.
Okay.
By the way, you should see your face from how you started to now being like a sad little puppy. What are you thinking?
I'm like processing it all.
You're a right brainer. You don't process anything. Tell me what you're feeling.
Disappointed.
Right? But business
Yeah.
is, all right, so by the way, what's more disappointing? You spending a year, 2 years work on this time, money, and it doesn't work, right? Or being told it's not a good idea, and then we can go out there and find something else that works. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I 100%, every other coach you talk in the world would have told you it was a great idea. 100%.
Right.
They would have said, wow, that's great. You're going to help people. But that's because they're fugazis, right? Because they don't understand business. And here's the thing, too. Like, I'm not a firefighter, okay? But you have to admit, I do have pretty good instinct about firefighters. Right? By the way, my favorite show is Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, just for the record. So I do know a lot about fire, and I watch 911. But so I have this, but I have clients that are firefighters, so I understand where they're coming from as well. So, so we have to like retrench into what other problem we can solve.
Okay.
Because that's not going to be. Now, is it needed? Yes. Will people pay for it? No. Will enough people pay for it to make a business? The answer is no. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to sharpen your business acumen, because you have a great heart and you care. But what you're missing is the business acumen.